So, if it's right, what I found online, that after 2001, September 1st, 2001, the Devil's Lake Satans became the Devil's Lake Firebirds in 2003. They took over the Coke business that my family had, and then I declared not to because I was the one offered the ring. Anyways, blah blah blah, that doesn't matter. They took over the Coke business between 2001 and 2003 and switched their mascot from Satans to Firebirds, which represents the Luciano ring. And that ring was offered to me, not my family. But like I said, whatever happened in 2001 during my family's 50th or 51st anniversary, my grandparents, in 2001, if the information is correct, if you looked up Marlon J. Parkman, August 26, 1951, 2001 would have been their 50th anniversary. My grandpa dressed up as an old-timey gangster. I got offered a ring, or I got offered to go into her room. My grandma grabbed my plate of food and told me to go in. And the rest of the family was mad that I got to go in. And then I got a ring, and I wasn't supposed to show it to anybody, but I took it out of my pocket while we were in the car, and then I threw it out the window. Dad went and dropped me off at Grandma's house in Hope. Two guys picked me up and brought me up to Devil's Lake area where I don't know what happened. I ended up describing the ring to an area up in Devil's Lake. They decided to bring me back to a place. As they brought me back to a place, or right before when we were leaving for them to bring me back to either the lake cabin or the house, they told one guy to work on it over the computer. We got there, I believe, they showed up, they attached a transponder or a GPS recorder to one of the cars, but it ended up being Todd's car, an old Buick that Terry used to own. What else is there? On the way to Devil's Lake, offered that ring, whatever, blah blah blah. My family wanted to take me out. The guy on the way said, we could just take him out on the way. He pulled out a buck knife or something. Yada yada, doesn't matter. But Devil's Lake took over the Coke trade that my family had because I chose as a first decree after getting the ring to not have it happen. But since they chose to actually go to my family and said, hey, I hear you're having problems shipping it, and then they chose to ship it with them.